Hello, hello, hello. I kind of want to go like this, but I'm gonna let you see what's happening. My tooth. I still have this ordeal going on. I have a Wednesday. I had an appointment last week at my dentist's, and I have another appointment in a couple days this Wednesday, and then it's only gonna be about 2 weeks, 3 max, until this is a completely taken care of, and I will have a permanent tooth. Well, kind of permanent. It's not a real tooth then, of course, but I have the situation resolved. I had an insert. Well, now they're of course coming. I had an insert that I could always put in, like, I could take it in and out. And the cool thing is that these little ones here, they lost it. Yeah, I took it out, I put it in the kitchen in a little container, and they got a hold of the little container and lost the little tooth. Now I've looked everywhere on the floor, and like, I don't know, I didn't vacuum for a few days because I was like thinking I have to find this, and I can't. So I have not been able to make any videos like for my main channel, and I'm in the middle of a lot of stuff. But of course, the title of the video, you saw it, you saw it, you saw it. Let me tell you all about it. Yes, we have a date. We have a date. We have a transfer date. I can't believe this. This went so fast now. Okay, I didn't expect this. I did not expect this. So, let me back up. 10 days ago, yes, 10 days ago, I had an appointment with my OBGYN, the clinic in Spain. IVF Barcelona is the name of the clinic. I went and had an ultrasound 10 days ago because the clinic wanted me to go and check the situation, and there was no endometrium. I mean, like, it was very thin, like you would expect if you were in menopause, when you're in menopause. And I sent over the ultrasound picture. There are no cysts, which is all good. And then they said, the clinic said, start estrogen. So I started taking 2 milligrams, I think it's estradiol, I believe, 2 milligrams in the morning, 2 milligrams in the afternoon, and 4 milligrams in the evening, or like late evening. They want me to do it like every 8 hours ish. So that's what I've been taking. So today was like actually 9 days after I started taking this. So we checked, and there's actually a lining of almost 8 millimeters, which means my body responded really well to the estrogen. And I thought, and my doctor and we thought, probably they're going to want me to have like a cycle and, to bleed once, have a period, and then start again from scratch. And the clinic today said, no, we can use this cycle. It looks good. Your endometrium, if it's thick enough. We've done this with many women. According to what the clinic says, they have done this with many women who have been already in menopause. I guess I'm going to take their word for it. And they said we can do the transfer next week. So now they gave me some prescriptions. I'm going to have to go tomorrow to my doctor because I can't pick up anything with Spanish prescriptions here in a German pharmacy. I need a legit prescription from my doctor, but my doctor is supportive, and so he will write out the prescriptions, and I'm going to go back there tomorrow, which I have to go with it again, which I'm not getting any work done this week, like work-wise. But that's fine. It's all for something amazing. And then I'm going to start taking the progesterone 5 days. They want me to start 5 days before the transfer. And then I'm going to have the transfer. I booked the ticket for Sunday. So this Sunday already, in 6 days, I'm going to be on an airplane flying from Germany to Barcelona. And on Monday, we're going to have a transfer of 1 frozen donated embryo. So here's how it works. In Spain, it's always anonymous donors. So they are undisclosed. That's just the law in most European countries. I think Denmark is an exception. You can have the option to have known donors or disclose when the child is 18. And that's just how it is. See, from the side, you can't even see my tooth is missing. So I'm using this side right here. I cannot believe this. It was just like a shock today. It's like, already. So a week from now, I may already be poopo, pregnant until proven otherwise. I will have an embryo in my uterus. Unbelievable. I just cannot believe how fast this just happened. I mean, I'm going to believe what the clinic says. I mean, they do this every day. These clinics here in Europe, I mean, it's insane how many patients they have, how many women go there. Women go there from all over the world. I mean, mainly Europe, but also it's very inexpensive. And even the medications now, even the estrogen, here's the thing, I still had some. So far, I have paid zero for any medication so far because I still had that estrogen from a few years ago, and it was just still, the date was still good. Like it expires like in a couple weeks. So it's like, oh, good. I could still use it. And apparently it had the effect that we desired. Also, because I had been having a lot of stomach pain in the past few months, kind of off and on. And in the past, like before I started taking the estrogen, it was like, it hadn't gotten pretty bad. Like other than that, I was really so fit and I was working out every day. I still do. But just the stomach cramps and that nausea that sometimes suddenly, like almost like I'm pregnant, like up to the point where it feels like I want to throw up. I never did throw up, but I felt things coming up. It felt like I'm choking. That has gotten better since I've started the estrogen, which means my body was very low in estrogen. I did actually use the mirror, and the mirror was very interesting because it measures estrogen, progesterone, FSH, and LH. And so like every other day, the FSH would go up and then down, and then up and then down, and then up and then down. Like literally every other day. It was really interesting. Estrogen was not crazy low, but yes, on the low end, which would be expected when in menopause, which I haven't officially reached, and I won't if I do get pregnant. I can't even actually say then it's been like a year since my last cycle. It hasn't been a full year. I still have 3 months. I think in March last year was my last cycle, so I still have some time. And if I do get pregnant, I'm gonna postpone the official menopause by another at least a year and a half or so, because if I do breastfeed and stuff. So, but I am excited. I'm positive. I guess I just have to trust the clinic. They know if something can work or not. And then other than that, it's up to God. And it's a numbers game. It might not work the first time, but if this is all I have to do, just take some estrogen and then progesterone, and I'm just gonna do vaginally. That's what they suggest, like very high dosage. I'll even doing it again wouldn't be like a horrible thing. I mean, I think things like going through full-fledged IVF where you have to stimulate and like egg retrievals, that's crazy on your body. But what I'm doing now, just preparing your uterus, having a good uterine lining, not crazy hormones. And for me, it's kind of, it's a big deal to take anything because I'm very much, along the lines of I'm going to try to do anything natural if I can. And of course, this time I can't do a natural cycle because I'm not ovulating and my body is just not doing it. So I think I'm all for natural, but then again, in certain cases, I am very grateful that modern medicine, that we know some things and that we can do certain things and take some hormones that the body isn't producing. So that's my update. And that's all I'm going to talk about today. And I will take you with me, hopefully, to Spain. My mom is actually coming this weekend, it's working out. Yeah, it's like the universe is conspiring or whatever. Because the twins' birthday, they have their 3rd birthday in a couple days, this Wednesday, January 22nd, 2022. They were born. And my mom is coming this weekend because she can't during the week, and I'm also working. So we're going to have a nice birthday celebration on Saturday. And since she's here, I called her and I said, could you like stay then till Tuesday instead of going home on Sunday? And she said, yeah, that should work out. So we're going to have the birthday party on Saturday, and then on Sunday afternoon, I'm going to hop on an airplane, go to Barcelona, and then on Monday, we'll have the transfer, and then on Tuesday morning, very early flight, I'm going to take a plane home. It's only like 1 hour and 50 minutes. So less than 2 hours to Spain, and then back again, which is like very easy, right? And it's only like, it's less than $200 for the flight. So very, very cheap. And then I have to book a hotel. I haven't done that yet, but I'm so excited, you guys. Please, please, please send me tons of prayers and baby dust and all this. Oh my God, I want this to work. How I want this to work the first time. It would be a miracle. It would be amazing. I'm ready to, you know, if it doesn't, to do it again. It just makes me realize now how much I want this. It's like, I mean, yes. Yes, you know all the things. You know it. You know exactly what I feel. If you're following me, I know you know how I feel. It's like having another baby. And, you know, there's nothing more magical ever that could ever happen to a woman than, you know, wanting this and being pregnant and then being in this, you know, these months of expecting and looking forward. And you're always, on the one hand, worried all the time a little bit because you're like, you know, there's always an underlying worry of like, I hope everything's okay, because, you know, you can't see your child yet. You don't know yet. By looking at it, it's like, I know everything's okay. It's nerve-wracking when you just, you know, especially now taking hormones, you can't really feel into your body as much as you could when you're, you know, on a natural cycle. And but yeah, that anxiety and the highs and the lows and everything in between. I've had 2 miscarriages, so you know, it's all part of life, and I'm grateful. I'm gonna wrap it up because they're like, no, I don't want to watch this. Be blessed, and I'll be back.